you are the basket toss queen in college. So I'm so excited to hear your answer to this. How do you overcome fear of flying and basket tosses? So I did basket tosses in college. I loved it. We did them in high school, couldn't stand it, right? So it's
Yeah.
there's lots of mindset stuff and fear and anxiety and all the things around it. So I'd love to hear your answer.
I think number one is no matter how long it takes, build that trust with the people under you. No matter if you feel like it's taken you too long, how many times you need to fall and let them catch you, build that trust with the people around you. Because if you are worrying about yourself in the air and you're worrying about the people under you, if they might not catch you, that's a lot of things to worry about. And so you can't really focus on your job whenever you're up there. So building that trust with the people that are under you, no matter how you need to do it, the trust needs to be there. So building that up first, and then second, just practicing technique before you go into a basket. So like in high cradles or going from a cradle, a little like baby toss. So practicing some technique so that you feel comfortable. You can build that body awareness because that body awareness is going to help you feel safe and comfortable in the air. If you know exactly where you are, you can have control and you can feel more control. You know how to catch yourself, how to land, where your body needs to be in the air, what position it needs to be in. So practicing that core strength, the technique on the ground, just really paying attention when you're in the air, which can be very scary at first, but getting past that initial, like, oh my goodness, I'm 20 feet in the air, I'm terrified. Um, Being able to say, okay, I'm up in the air, I need to stay like this, or my body's going to start flailing because that
Yeah.
flailing is where you get scared when you lose control. You don't know where you are, you don't know who's going to catch you if you're upside down. I mean, a lot of things can happen in a basket toss. So just figuring out that control, kind of looking where you are in the air, knowing how to catch yourself in a cradle, how to keep yourself safe during those basket toss so that you feel safe to go and you know that you're going to get caught no matter what. But I would say
Yeah.
number one thing is just control, being able to have that control and know that you're going to do your job correctly so that when you're in the air, you know that you're going to get caught.
Yeah, I love that. So building up trust in your
Yes.
bases, which part of that is the communication and the relationship, but another part of that is how you're thinking about it. So if you have done like 30 baskets and you've never been dropped once, then like that, if you're still like you're like they're going to drop me, they don't, you don't trust your bases. I want you to look at your experience. Like your experience says that they're going to catch you, right?
Right.
Or, so that's, and I know a fall can happen, right? Sometimes our brain latches onto the bad what if, but that's not reality all the time. And so that can help build up that trust. I love that piece. Focusing on what you can control, you said,
Yes.
absolutely being tight and focusing on your job. And the more that you're able to um, just acknowledge and kind of do that reality check of, okay, do my bases catch me? Have they kept me safe so far? Okay, great. You build up that trust. That's going to allow you to focus on what you need to do and what you can
Yes.
control to make the basket as good as you possibly can.
And practicing and just communicating like how you're going to catch. Are you going to catch around? Are you going to land like
Yep.
this? Are you going to catch on their back shoulders, their front
Yep.
shoulders? Where's your back spot going to catch you so the arms aren't getting tangled up? There's a plan in place.
Yep.
If you go backwards, like who all is going to move back with you? Do you need an extra spot? Like,
Yeah.
especially when you're trying new baskets,
Mhm.
just kind of figuring all that out so that you know, okay, there is a plan in place in case A, B, or C happens. We all know we're all on the same page. I'm not going to try to catch any differently because this is what we've talked about. And
Yep.
this is what everybody feels comfortable with. Everybody's going to be on the same page so that we can get through the basket. Because the first one's always going to be a little bit scary. Even like when I was in my prime doing baskets, every first basket I threw, I was like, "Whoa, okay, that
Yeah.
was a little terrifying. Now we're good."
Yeah.
But just knowing that they're going to catch you the same way every time, you're going to come down the same way every time, no matter what you do in that basket, like figuring out the air awareness so that you can get back to that safe position so that everyone is protected.
Yeah. No, I love that. Absolutely. And if you don't feel ready, speak up, right? Like I
Absolutely.
know,
Absolutely. Yep.
like I think back to my basket days, like I was on a co-ed team in college, and our coach, and this is a very common experience for a lot of people, I think, but I did have guy bases, which made it helpful because I did have a little bit more air. But I mean, we were at a basketball game about to go out and perform, and he was like, "Oh, hey, why don't you try a full? Like, why don't you just try a full basket? Like, just no big deal." And it went fine. Everything was great, but I knew how to do fulls tumbling. So I did have that experience. So instead of
Yes.
being afraid of all the things that could happen, I pulled from that experience. But in that moment, like thinking back, it's like I probably should have mentioned, or because he's excited, right? Your coaches are human. They get excited. They see you, like they know how amazing you are and how much capacity, like you can do so many awesome things. So they want to encourage you and they want to try new things just like you do. And so sometimes that they get caught up in that and they forget. It's like, oh, are you actually ready? Yeah, just because you can physically do something doesn't mean your like confidence and trust is exactly there for you to do it with like to do it fully. And so I love that. I think looking back, it's like I maybe should have, I could have, said something. It's like,
Yes.
but it did go fine, right? Like I learned from it. It was okay. But if you're in a position where you're terrified of flying, or like you're watching this and you just don't feel like you're quite ready, like you really are truly like terrified and are unable to trust your bases, and you don't feel completely equipped, like you don't know what you're doing, don't be afraid to say something and ask questions, because
Absolutely.
yeah, that there's
Absolutely.
nothing wrong with that, for sure.
Speaking up, letting your coach know. And then another thing that I just thought of was not being scared that your bases are going to get tired of throwing you.
Yeah.
Taking as much warm up time as you need. I know that's bases, and especially boys, they complain about basket tosses all the time
Yeah.
because they just are like, oh, it's so annoying. They have to squat and they just act like it. But they're, sometimes it's dramatics, but not letting, I know that for me, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to do a warm up because then we're going to have to throw like 5 baskets and
Yep.
my throwers are going to get mad at me. And so they want me to just go because I knew how to do baskets, and they don't think that I need that mental kind of preparation, which
Mhm.
yes, I probably could physically just do it without warming up, but mentally I was like, no, I need to feel the basket under my toes. I need to get my lines there, figure out how high you're going to throw me today. I don't know.
Yeah.
And mentally, I just needed to do those few reps, those extra reps. So not being afraid to do those extra reps to build your mental like kind of readiness
Yep.
before going into some tricks in those baskets, and not letting your bases kind of talk you out of it if that's something you need, because overall you're going to be safer as a group the more mentally ready you are to do that basket.
Yeah, I love that. And that goes all kinds of ways, right? If you're a base and you're worried about your flyer getting tired, or the rest of the group, like if you're a newer base to a stunt group and it's not hitting and you're doing more reps to help you get comfortable, like
Yeah.
any position where you feel like your teammates are like they're getting tired because of you, or they're mad at you, or something like that situation happens all the time. It just so
Yes.
happens that flyers, usually it's like Bragan's group, right? Like flyers do get a lot of the attention. So I know as a flyer, and I was a flyer, you were a flyer, so we have that experience firsthand, so we know that. But it can go for bases too. But in
Yeah.
any situation where you feel that way, just remember you're all there for the same reason, to accomplish the same goal. You're all on the same team, no matter how much complaining is going on around you, right? And all it's doing is making everyone on the team stronger, right? The
Yes.
more reps that you're doing, so it's a
More
good
reps you're
thing.
doing, the more you're
Yep.
able, especially if you're, like you said, trying a new position in a new stunt group, you're
Yep.
able to, if you're side base and you're able to stunt with Mary Sue, Beth, and you can side base the full up with all three of those main bases,
Yep.
then you're creating stronger groups in the
Yep.
team. You're getting stronger as a side base, and the main bases are getting stronger as well.
Yep.
So anytime you're trying a new position, getting new reps, even if it feels annoying, you feel like everyone's tired and getting frustrated with you, at the end of the day, everyone's getting stronger and everyone's getting better with those reps.
I love that. And it's a simple mindset shift, that like I am just as important as everybody else in this group. I deserve to get my
Yes.
time to work on my skills, just like my teammates deserve to get the time they need to work on their skills. So just even remembering that can help, just that ease that feeling of like feeling rushed or feeling pressured, so that you can focus on the things that truly matter, and the cues and things you need to do to hit the skill, hit the stunt, hit the basket, whatever it is. So I love that.
Absolutely. You're there for you, getting yourself better, not there for on someone else's time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what's best for the team, right? It's not selfish. It's when you are in a position where you can focus on the things that help you do your best, that is what's best for your team, right? So it's not selfish. It's truly being a good teammate, giving 100%, because successful teams are made up of athletes who all give 100% individually. So I love that.
Exactly.
Awesome.